The last question was again two things I found off recent exam papers, and really put on to try and extend people at the end here. I wasn't expecting everybody to be able to do this, but everybody did quite well on the brackets. Multiplying this first bracket out is getting x squared plus 3x plus 2, multiplying all of that. But then I've also got to times this by x plus 3 as well. And there's going to be lots of bits to this. There's going to be 6 bits to this, aren't there? So I've got an x cubed here. I've got a 3x squared here. And I've got a 2x there. Now I've got a 3x squared as well. And a 9x. And a 6. And merging all of this together gives me an x cubed. It gives me 6x squareds, 11x's, and 6. And the ones I've seen, I think people have done quite well on that. And the last one really was to extend a few people as well. We've got to tidy up all this algebra. So we've got 3 lots of x add 1 times by x add 7. The most successful people multiplied this out first to get x squared add 8x add 7. And then they times it by 3. So they've got 3x squared add 24x add 21. But you've also got to work out what 2x plus 5 all squared is. So that's 2x plus 5 times by 2x plus 5. And so here I'm getting 4x squareds, I'm getting 10 and another 10, so I'm getting 20 x's and a 25 on the end. Remembering the error from earlier on in question 1, that this is minus all of that. So when we're doing this, we're getting 3x squareds minus another one. I will write it all out again. So all of these being a takeaway like that. So the next line is that I've got minus x squareds, I've got 4x's, and here I've got minus 4. And where you went from there was different for different people. This is the way, the one that I saw things were doing being correct, the most correct, sorry. They took out a factor of negative 1, and they changed it into this. They then noticed that this was x minus 2 all squared. The x minus 2 all squared gives that there. And that was getting 4 marks. The reasoning here was then that x minus 2 all squared is always greater than or equal to 0. Because something squared is always, something squared can never be negative. And so the negative of this will be less than or equal to 0. It could never be positive. That's where the reasoning went. There were some nice attempts with discriminants as well, working on the other bits, and some nice things too. But that was there to extend people at the end. Well done, very well done. That was worth, I think, 3 marks to get to there, and that was probably as good as most people should expect.